So a brand new way to play ARK has just been introduced with the Tides of Fortune content. And in fact, something I'm taking full credit for inspiring. This was something we introduced to Monarchy Scorched Earth a long time ago. A bounty board, locked at level 34, requiring a little bit of metal. When placed on any wall-like surface, gives you a bunch of different tasks to do. And all of them rewarding you a set amount of Hexagon points, with a time remaining to do so. What's interesting is some of these missions, well, not sure how you do them on, at least at Genesis, considering glooms aren't on this map. But if it's a bounty you can't do, then you can simply just cancel the bounty with a 24-hour reset. And there you go, you get a little time telling you when to expect a new one. As you can see, some of these are colour coded, with greens being the easiest, rewarding you 1,000 hexagons, yellow or orange being the beta, of course, rewarding you 3,000 hexagons, and red being the big ones, rewarding you 5,000 hexagons. And if placing a second bounty board down, we'll find the exact same bounties tied to you and your player. Grabbing one, of course, like a leech here, slaps a little sword in it, giving you a contract within your inventory, telling you exactly what you need to do. And once done, you'll see now a little tick box on your bounty, of which now when holding E on the thing and clicking on turn in bounties, you'll get hexagons. As well as the reset cooldown that you would have if you simply just reset any bounty. You can of course choose to take all bounties at once, throwing all contracts into your inventory, and all giving you a level of difficulty depending on which colour it is, with obviously Ascendant being the hardest, which can all be dropped out of your inventory, requiring you to go back to the contracts and grab them again. These being your trackers for when you complete an objective. So for example, if you killed a corrupted Arthro without a contract, well, there's no contract in your inventory, and you won't get no progress to claim your hexagons. The big question is, of course, are they worth it? Anyone farming Wave Ray 64 is going to get 1,200 hexagons, plus the loot you get from just beating the mission. And then much harder missions, such as We Will Rock You, rewarding you 30,000 hexagons.
Welcome to the Hexagon Exchange.
Keeping in mind, it's 35,000 to get a tier 3 loot crate, which is really what you want over anything else in this shop. That's the big one there, with all of the cool stuff and the tech available to buy. Alongside the cooldown, I'm seeing these as a bit more of an add-on experience, not something you're going to be really pursuing and grinding too much, versus the hexagons you get from simply doing missions, which, you know, makes these, I guess, a bit of an add-on value, not really something that's necessary. And can be completed off the back of a creature. And once all completed, being able to turn them all in at once, each giving you their set amount of hexagons. There is no way to continue farming these. You just have to wait the 24 hours required. And if you're curious, what happens when you've got more than one person? Well, I've got my fabulous assistant here, who's somehow smaller than me, or you look smaller than me. So, what does the left one say?
Heal 100 Angler.
Okay, right, so it's the same for you. Okay, cool. Right, so, what we're going to do is, let me recruit you to a tribe first. Okay. Right, I want you to slap down a bounty board yourself and see if it's the same for you. We're going to see if it's tribe-based or player-based or what. So we can see it's definitely tribe-based then. So it doesn't matter how many players you got in your tribe, you're going to get the same bounty board. But if we pick this up and I kick you from the tribe...
Yeah, it's different.
Right, there we go. Okay, so that confirms it is tribe-based, but... I'm wondering if I now recruit you, does that change?
Yep.
It changes, which confirms that bounty boards are indeed tribe-based, so you can't exploit it that way. But, once again, can you just make another one again? Let me just kick you again from the tribe. Cool. Right, there we go. We know it's definitely changed. Can't be exploited and can't be accessed if you're not in that tribe. That was something that I was interested to see if you could do it all. These completely are blocked and locked to each and every tribe. However, hang on, if I now get rid of mine and then recruit you, it still does change to the same missions. That is fascinating. But I guess if you really wanted to exploit it, then I guess the only way would be to keep switching tribes, but ain't nobody doing that. You will just have to wait the 24-hour cooldown for each and every one to be done. Thank you very much, Rito.
Ah!
But with all these hexagons that you're farming, what do you actually do with them? Well, introducing the Player Marketplace, an interesting new addition to ARK, allowing you the opportunity to buy and sell at the cost of hexagons. A very unique looking structure that you'll need to place on any platform. Unlocked at level 42, requiring a little bit of metal. When approaching one, gives you two options. You can simply go to the HLNA store where you buy all the things you usually do with your hexagons that HLNA provides you, or you can click on inventory, which you can also access by simply pressing E on the thing. And when it turns out half of its functionality you can't do on single player, you can only do this on servers or non-dedicated. Then all you got to do is move items into its inventory, click on those, and then set their unit price and how much you can sell at any one point. Obviously the quantity is going to relate to whatever is in here. So obviously I've got 5 there, so I can do a max of 5. I won't be able to do 6 because there isn't 6. So to sell 1, we can change that to a unit price of 10, cheapest vacuum compartments in the world. And then click sell item, which we can now see a little tick. And because I only selected 1 and not more than 1, I can't do a second vacuum compartment and sell that as 1, nor can I change the quantity, so you can only select 1 and its quantity at any one time. And then to explain how to sell these, I guess I need to bring on my glamorous assistant.
Hello.
Mr. H, took you a minute. Alright, so I'm going to throw you down a foundation. I'm going to throw you down this market. And then I want you to place it, like, just somewhere close by, like maybe over here. Alright, so what I want you to do is, let's start with something interesting. Let's start with a Tech Wreck saddle. So you're going to pick that up. You're going to access the inventory of this. Put it in the right hand. Put it in the right hand side, yeah.
Yep.
And then you can see a quantity and a hexagon cost, yeah. Make sure you've got the saddle clicked on it. You've clicked on the item.
Okay, items clicked, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can see. So then change the hexagon points to like something like 10 or something, whatever.
Yep.
And then click sell or something.
The sell item.
Yeah.
Okay, it is sold.
So now your marketplace should be open for business. So if I go up to it and press E,
G'day, Survivor. Here's what I've got.
I could see your wreck saddle. I can also see my vacuum compartments, which is interesting. Which is cool because it basically tells you then any shop on the map where you can set a waypoint. Oh, wow, with a whole mini-map to tell you where in the world that is. And it's now showing on my map where that other market is that the other item's being sold. Okay, so to buy it, I need to click on local market, click on the item, change the quantity to 1, and then click buy. Bush. And it does seem like everything can be sold. Yes, including creatures. Yes, including mod items. Oh, this is good. This is great for communities anyway. So H is now setting all of his up. We've set ours up. Now we can click on request item within its inventory. And that also brings up this same HUD as well. You don't actually have to do it by going to somebody else's local market. But if you click on World Market up here, you can now see everything on the map that's available to sell, which is insane. And then by clicking on them, you can set a waypoint to find out where they are. As we saw before. Oh, that's really cool. And then you still need to go and visit the actual market to interact with. So there's everything H is selling. And if we click on local market now, we can go through each and buy whatever we want. So we'll buy the Rex. Buy the Element. Buy that. By the grape shot. I'll just buy it all, why not? There we go. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Now, upon me doing that, have you got some hexagons rewarded? Did you see any hexagons happening then?
Yes, I've got... Hang on. I think I have to go into this, don't I? Yeah, the top it says I've got 120.
And then, yeah, you get a log of how much you've sold, who you sold it to, and how much you've made. And then, yeah, anything you're selling, and maybe, I don't know, the marketplace is flooded or it's in high demand, you can modify the sale. Change the price there and then so you know it's worth more, so change the price there. And the quantity depending on how much of that is in your inventory. Obviously, we had a max of 5 vacuum compartments in there, so we was able to change that to now 5. And then, yeah, there's a request section where, I don't know, let's see, I want to find some grape shots for sale. We can put a cost that we desire it to be and how much we're looking for and make a request. Which, upon by doing, anybody who visits your market can sell back to you, providing you've got the hexagons available. So, of which now, if H has 1 grape shot, he can sell it to me at 150 hexagons. And now I've been totally fleeced. So thank you very much, little bro. A lot to see, a lot to do. Hexagons is most definitely a big thing now in Genesis. With the wonder how well this is going to branch into stuff like mods and other currencies for other unofficial servers out there. I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun with this. I know we certainly are when it comes to Monarchy, which I feel like we're definitely inspired with a few things like this. So, until the next one, my name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always peace out.